Hello, hello. I am Donna Dewberry with One Stroke Painting, and I'm on today hoping that I will get some newbies on today, and along with those who have been following our site and subscribing. I hope that you got the bell rung so that you'll be jumping in with us. And this is, I think we're on April 6th, but this is 2024. So who knows when you'll be watching, and that it will touch your spirit and you'll want to paint. I'm going to be painting today with you, and so I'm really excited to share some new stuff. Charmed, hello. It's nice to have you on. Thanks for the hearts. Um, and Kathy and Joy and DJ, hello, Amani. Um, um, I want to know, Amani, is conference that's on TV right now, is it Spanish for you? That's all I want to know. Okay, so that makes no sense to everybody else. I was just wondering. Hello, Miss Susan and Della and Joanne. Hello, hello, all you guys. Um, Elvis from Montreal. Hello, hello. And Melissa, I can't catch you all. It's going so fast. Chrissy, thank you, everybody. No, it's English. It must be in our every other thing that's on today is English except conference. So I don't understand. All right. So that's on our Spectrum TV is what I'm thinking. All right. And we've got people from all over, from New Hampshire and California and Hindi. Do you speak in Hindi? No, I'm sorry. I even have quite a few half Hispanic grandbabies, and only a couple of them speak Spanish right now. Well, I don't know. That's getting better, about five of them. So, hello, everybody, West Virginia and Virginia. Hello. And we have a few from Canada. It's nice to have you guys come from all over. I am going to be sharing some goodies with you today. I'm hoping to see if you see this right. I hope that is that backwards or right. That's what I was trying to figure out. I was trying to fix it earlier, and it takes you all a few minutes to tell me. Someone else from West Virginia. Yeah, it's right. Okay, good. Okay, so this is the code, and you're going to get $10 off any $50 order or more that you spend. So a little trick is you could do a couple of $50 orders and get $10 off each order. I know you probably already figured that out, but so that's your code. But I wrote it so you can see it really big, and it's onestroke.com, $10 on $50 or more. Okay, so I'm just going to be painting today a little project with you, and I want to show you my tools and all. And for anybody who would like to try One Stroke, and you're not subscribing already, please go subscribe on my website, and then it will ring a bell when I'm doing a live demo, so or a live class. I also want to share with you, if anybody out there is excited to see, I have a convention in Orlando, and it's this July. And so I think it starts on the 21st. I don't know. It's a Tuesday evening. We check in Tuesday afternoon, and I'm not sure right here if the 21st is Tuesday, and it goes through Friday, and we have so much fun. And so you have enough time from now to then to get warmed up with one stroke painting if you follow my tutorials, and if you do relax and paint and some of these other stroke work with us. Yes, it's the 23rd through the 26th. Oh, thank you, Amani. So 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. All right, so there you are. So it's the week of the 21st. Maybe that's what I'm thinking, because my whole week's gone when it's convention time. So thank you, Amani. I appreciate that. For any of you guys who want to go find out about my convention and coming in person, it's right by the Orlando airport and Embassy Suites and onestroke.com. If you go there, you can hit 2024 One Stroke Convention, and it will give you all the information. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that up, and we've got so many cute things to paint and learn, things to learn, help you become a teacher if you want to become a teacher. Lots of good, good, good. I also want to tell you if there's any questions about anything I'm showing you here, and hopefully you rewatch this if you are coming on later, or if you watch this later from the beginning. That this is my email. So Donna Dewberry 1 at hotmail.com. So if you have any questions that I can help you with, please let me know. So looking forward to it. I know Amani, Mark was really happy, said Amani's coming and you're coming to North Carolina. Well, if I got that right, I was so excited to find that out. Okay, so I have something really cute. I'm going to show you real quick for some of you that are here. Or maybe I should make y'all wait. I have this month's painted shirt for the auto ship program on our site. We have an auto ship program where you get the newest trend. First thing, you get 10% off or more off what it goes on my website for, and you get yours before anybody else. And I just finished, so Michelle, my assistant, will be here on Monday, and she's going to start the packet. So we'll be shipping it out probably the end of the week. And do I show you now? Do I? All right. So every year we have a fashion show at convention. And it's so fun because people take part of my packet. And I'll show you what a packet is in a few minutes. All right. There's a packet I just finished last month. All right. So it's the newest trends. It's what's really hot right now. But I needed to do the packet for the shirts or clothing or totes or shoes or whatever you want to paint to bring and wear at convention. And some of you who don't get to go to convention, when are you coming to North Carolina? Does anybody have that date really quick? I go in a couple of weeks. It's just in a couple of weeks. It's Albemarle, North Carolina. All right. So Jeannie, do you know the dates I'm coming there? All right. So let me show you what this shirt is. That's the packet that I'm finishing right now. It's the 25th to the 27th in April. Okay, right here. Okay, so look, that's the front of the shirt. Can you see those cute chicks? All right, and this is the back of the shirt. All right, so looky look. All right, do y'all like that? All right, I'm not seeing any comments yet. It takes a few minutes, but this is what's so fun on here is we are having a country charm. I know, how cute are they? They're sassy painting ladies. I should put a paintbrush in their hands. All right. So the cute, cute chicks. All right. And then look at this heart. Look at this heart on the back. Okay. And so then I splatter the pretty paint. Oh, did you see the color? Yeah, I did the color too. All right. So this material is really wonderful. This is it's a blend. Blends paint really, really well. And all I did was use textile medium, and I used our regular paint. And I started this yesterday afternoon, and I finished it this morning. But look how fun. And it's soft with the medium and our paint. So this is a brand new packet that should be going out this next week to all of those who want to make the pack. Do the packet. Let me show you what a packet is. You get a packet with a full-size pattern, and we use an Identipen. You can order an Identipen online. All right. So I use the black Identipen, and we have a thin line and a larger line, two ends. All right. And so this is what a packet looks like. All right. The back side of the shirt is awesome. Well, thank you. All right. So because we're doing country classic, I also, country charm is what I put the cute little chicks on the front. So you could take some of the back and paint on the front. But the fun of this is that everybody who comes to convention, they have those patterns to go by, and they get in the contest by picking any parts of that shirt and make it theirs. And then we have a contest. All right. So thank you. I have yet to paint on fabric. Well, this is fun because what you do, let me show you. This is not the pattern. I should have brought the pattern in here, but you're going to get the pattern. There's going to be multiple patterns in this pack. So this pattern, what happens is you lay this right underneath the shirt. Okay, let me show you just a piece of this. All right. So I want you to see how you can see. All right. Can you see through that shirt? See that? I'm in the glare. All right. So you can see right through there. And you take this identipen and you trace it. All right. So I traced all of those flowers and the heart. I drew them all first for you. And see, you can see this guy makes these chicks really simple because you traced it all on. And then all you do is like watercolor fill them in. It's so much fun. But I have step by step pictures. Okay, so look what happens here. All right, so inside the packet, you get full sheets. That's going to take 3 or so full sheets. All right, and this is a packet that was March's packet. All right, so this is called Pink and Peach Spring Flowers. So I did it on a guitar, and this is a wood tray. All right, so let me show you. This is a packet where you're doing step by step. And I take one group of steps and tell you how. All right. And then you keep adding the different kinds of flowers. See, there's that finish, that tray. Hydrangeas, roses, and tulips. All right. And then here's how I did the tulips, step by step. You can practice in the plastic sleeve right on top of these strokes. All right. So that's when it's all finished. All right. And then I got my guitar. Okay, so look right here. See? So this is just a regular guitar. And you can actually get those guitars for $60 on Amazon, just to let you know. So, and also the back sheet on all my packets. How do I sign up for the monthly packets? Okay, so there you go. Here's what's on the back. So this is what happens. This packet now is the shirt that's coming out in the next week and a half. All right. So what you do is if you write me, I'm going to put this up again. You have to send it to my email and we email you the application and you fill it out. I can't spell. Apparently I can't spell. All right, so look at that. So Donna Dewberry 1 at hotmail.com. It looks like an N, and I can't spell mail, M-A-I-L. All right, I had it right, and then I tried to correct it. Okay, so it is Donna Dewberry at hotmail.com. So, and this shirt's not on my website yet. Like this from last month is on the website. So that's what I'm saying. You get it first. So all you have to do is say, I want the shirt pattern. And my husband writes an email and sends it out to you with an invoice in it. And you click on it and you pay it. And then you get sent the shirt packet. Okay. When it's ready. But I'm telling you, it's probably not this week, but the first of the next week, they all go out. Okay. Does that sound good? All right. So that's the packet. That's what I mean. Here's the special that we have today. And the special today is on onestroke.com on my website. You can put in this when you're checking out, that number, that code, and you get $10 for every $50 purchase that you spend, $50 or more. Okay. So how's that sound? Happy Saturday. Yes. I don't know. Teresa, did you just see my new shirt? I have to show it a little bit later because it was exciting. So what I'm going to show you today, first of all, and then I'm going to start painting. Okay. So if you're new out there and just rewatch and you'll see some cool things that we'll be teaching you. The first thing is that you need a brush basin to keep your brushes nice. All right. So what happens with this is we rake in this part and we rest the brush in this part so it doesn't touch the bottom. I used to use a cup or a bowl and it bends your tips of your brushes. But people want to know, where do you fill the water to on these sides? Right here, that high on both sides. Okay, so this is your brush basin. And this is what you're going to use to keep your brushes really well. All right. We don't use water except to clean our brushes with one stroke painting. Okay. So I also have made a palette All right, see this palette? So that foam plates pop into, okay? And they pop right in here. All of these tools on my website, no, all these tools on my YouTube channel are under practice strokes, and it teaches you if you want to start out fresh with one stroke and you don't know one stroke, go to the very first lessons and they tell you about how to use all my tools and how to load your brush. And all right, so and then this is what I'm going to use this today. This is my double loader, because most people that have a problem with my technique have a problem with loading. All right, so after you load, it's just I teach you one stroke at a time and how to build your flowers or landscapes. Okay, well, thank you, Miss Brenda. All right, so there's a cap on here, and I'm going to put floating medium in there. All right, and then you can close this up with this lid. So this is a double loader tool. And it is a palette too. So when people have been ordering, they've been confused on our website. So they're both called a palette. This is a palette you can put foam plates in, or this piece fits inside. But I want you to know that the lid does not go on when this is inside the the palette. But this is a palette too. So I don't want to confuse you, but this is really important because this is your double loading tool. And then I have a lid. So on the lid, if you want to put up the paint and you still want to use some paint after you take the lesson with me, you still have a bunch of paint, then you can come back and it will stay for weeks in here. You dampen this, you lay it in here so it breathes through. A sweet little old lady told me if I put a copper penny, if you can find one in there, then it doesn't get musty. All right, and then you close it with this lid, and then this pops. You get those two notches, and it pops on top of here. Okay, and there you go. It's called the one stroke double loader. All right, so these three tools, we all need tools. Tools are fun. All right. And when I was doing lots of murals and stuff, my Mother's Day present, I wanted a really great ladder that held the paper towels and everything. And sometimes I needed a sander and a drill when I was redoing furniture with chalk paint. So it's kind of crazy. My kids go, I don't want kitchen things. Give me tools for my trade, right? Hello, Miss Katie. I miss you. All right. So those are the tools that I wanted to show you. And I want to, again, here's my new shirt. I'm probably going to be in trouble by Amanda now for showing it early, but I just wanted you to see because I just got through with it. All right, so those are some country classic chicks, all right? And then here is the back that we're going to paint, or I did paint. And this is a men's, no, actually, I don't know if it's a men or ladies. I think it's a ladies shirt. Anyway, and it's got a blend, so it painted really wonderful. I'm going to show you the stencil and how I did this one. This was last year's, but I did my bird stencil in here, and it made it really quick, and then I just did it all over print. So all you do is buy textile medium. We have it right on the site. It's in a big bottle like this, textile medium. And we use that with any paint that you have, folk art paint that you have, okay? So I'm going to put these down. All right. And I'm going to, oh my goodness. I don't want to mess up my shirt. I was going to put it on, but I said as soon as I put it on, I'll get something on it while I'm painting today. But I wanted to share with you that a bunch of you guys are newbies. And so I want you to see that these are, come on, these are the brushes. Really? Oh, here they are. Sorry. These are my 10-piece most used brushes. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like it, Lucy. I love the chicks. I think you could just put a couple, one or two chicks. You can put it on the shirt or the cami underneath. And it's really, really going to be fun. These are always scrubbers. You can, to get it there. All right. So there you go. And remember, you need an identa pen to do that project. So I usually tell people, in case you get this into wet paint and it dries the tip, you got to let it totally dry overnight. Now today I can go back and add more detailed lines with it. But this, I usually tell you to get 2 pens. Shirt is cute. Love the back. Well, see, I just like sometimes to put some cutesy in there because so many of you think I don't do that. So I thought you could put that on the front, or you could put flowers on the whole front and back. Thank you, Miss Lucy. Worthy of a load of hearts. Thank you. So 10 most used brushes. This is your special deal. This is my 10 most used brushes. All right. So 1 to 2 packs of these. You can start out with one, but you save paint by using, you have 3/4 inch brush that we're doing a rose with, and then you have to wash it out to get green. Well, if you have 2 sets, you could share with somebody to paint with you, or you can have your green loaded and your flower loaded at the same time. Have to run out, be back to work, watch later. Thank you. And here is my signature set. These are the nicest brushes that I have made. And these are the professional set. This is the pro set of one-stroke brushes. Donna Dewberry with my signature on it. All right, so I wanted to share that with you before we get started. And one of the things, I've showed you a packet now, and one of the things going out to buy a shirt. Okay, doesn't that sound fun? All right, so you're ready for those shirts when they come, the packets, right? Okay, so one of the things I wanted to share with you is a packet that since I just showed you a packet, I want you to see that I taught this recently, and this is from years ago. But I put this in a big, beautiful gold frame, and many people have made copies of family photos, like their mom and dad's wedding or whatever, as a gift, or if they have a loved one that passed away, or if they have a doggie that passed away, they made the angel wings around it. This is a packet on my site, and this is Hark the Herald Angels Singing is what I did this with. And I have metallics all in here. And in the packet, I have you sheet music, but I end up antiquing it and putting gold on it and a coat on it, and then antiquing around the edges. So so don't worry when you do print it. I just want you to know that you print it on thin regular paper, not on cardstock. But we put cardstock in here with all the steps and the copy of this so that it doesn't wear out. All right, so that's another packet that's great for this time of the year, getting ready for the shows. All right, so I wanted to share that with you. And are you ready for more? Because I'm trying to get it all done so we can paint. I love watching you paint. And I will be painting, I promise you. I'm going to take some stencils and make it really fun. All right. So a couple of stencils I'm going to share with you later, which are the best sellings, the one I use the most. And for right now, I am going to put an all over stencil. This is one of my best selling stencils that I didn't create. All right, is the cherry blossom. So I'm going to, oh my goodness. All right. All right. I know you love watching me paint. I need to paint, but I just left my canvas on the other side over there. So, all right, give me a minute and you can get some paint out. Let me show you the paints that I've gotten if you want to paint with me. Yes, tools are great gifts. I have made jewelry and fixed different things. Yes, I know. I love all the tools that make a difference. So I'm always looking for something new to share with you. I was the tool queen on QVC. So excuse me, let me get a canvas. All right. So I'm going to grab, I was thinking I was on top of everything. All right. I'm going to grab, I guess I'm not on top of everything. All right. Here we go. I hate to just do it on paper. I know I've done a lot on paper, but I hate to just do it on paper because canvases are nicer and I can give it as a gift or I can sell it online. Kim, you are a doll. You don't have to pay me to be on, but that's so sweet of you. I'm just learning what are they called? They are called, oh, is that the fifth one you've given me? They are called, what do you call them? Thanks. They're thank you. Yes. I think that's what they're called. Okay, so let me share with you. I am like in love with using stencils and putting pretty things on top of the painting. And so I've created my own stencils. Like I have this great bumblebee. Look how easy. This is just a couple of steps and you have bumblebees. This is this little teeny stencil here. And that's just on the back really quick. I did this at the Pinners Convention and they were painting these little fun things with me. And so I am going to show you some fun stencils and how I use them and how they're going to make a difference in your painting, your creations as you finish them. One of the things that's really nice is buffalo plaid. So I'm going to use the cherry blossoms and some buffalo plaid. Okay, let's celebrate the 5th super on a live screen. All right. Okay, they're called super chats, right? Donations for you, someone who needs supplies. I know. So what we're using is as you donate any of those super chats with us, we're finding people that we can help come to convention or help get supplies. And so thank you, Miss Kim. And I'm pretty new at it. So I haven't been asking people, but some people just started getting me interested by sharing with me. All right. So there's 2 different stencils that are buffalo plaid. This is a 12 by 12. Okay, can you see 12 by 12? All right, but look at this one. This one I use a lot is because when I'm doing those door hangers, the door wreaths and stuff, I will put a strip of this, which is orange for the pumpkins, and I will do some, like you can see what I did on here is I did some gingham looking different colors for the spring, but I also did baby outfits where like onesies and I did a stripe across it with all those pretty baby colors. All right. And so the fun thing I did last season, last fall season, is I painted a pumpkin and I did the plaid on the pumpkin. And then I did the bow. See, it's smaller. So I painted a bow and then I stenciled over the bow, then I shaded it. So I want you to see that these are the long 16 and a half by 6, and these are 12 by 12s. All right. So that's just a fun little thing I'm going to do right here for you and show you. So you ready? Let's go down and let's see what we're going to do. Okay. Now I'm upside down. You got to give me a minute to flip over. And then you guys tell me if I'm lefty or righty, okay? And I am right there. Okay, so am I left-handed or right-handed? Okay, so I'm left-handed. All right, it makes so crazy, so I'm going to make sure I'm the right way. Okay, oops. I'm right-handed now, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I think I'm going to just show you how fun it can be to do a couple stripes here. So I'm going to come right down here and I'm going to do some blue and I'm going to put Juneberry flowers though. Okay, so I'm using my stencil brushes. Now these brushes are ultimately the most amazing brushes for stenciling that you've ever used. If you haven't used them yet, you're going to love. All right, and I'm going to show you the trick to using those. Now, these are the stencil brushes. I sell other stencil brushes, but see these? They're bristles that are hard, and they slip under the stencil. So this is what I want to share with you here. I'm going to use, I have a set, and they're synthetic nylon, which is wonderful. This is a 20. My dear friend Paula makes these for me. A 16. And then this is a 12. So it's a 3-piece set that I picked. I like this one for little teeny stuff that I'm working on. And then this is a medium size on a 16. And I'm going to hold this down. You can tape it if you're nervous about moving up. But I want to hold it and lift it and see if I'm getting it done. All right. So this is the key. You have to have a paper towel ready. Please watch this, okay? I'm going to take and just put blue on the tip. All right. And I'm going to make circles. Okay. Back and forth. I'm covering the whole. I didn't cover all of it. So let me get it in here. All right. So I love showing with you the fun of creating. Now I want you to see that I can go back and forth for those stripes. And then I can come right in here so you can control it because they stay straight. They don't stick in. See how they're not spilling over? Now you can see that is too wet. I think my brushes are wet to start with. Okay, so I am going to take this off. Don't you like it when I make mistakes? I'm just showing you that I did that on purpose to show you how to fix it. Okay, all right, so now I need to go to the other side because what's going to happen is this is going to be wet for a few minutes, okay? All right, so, or you can use my heat pen. My heat pen's right on my website, guys, and it just helps you, okay? And, okay, so I just cleaned these. I should have realized I'm going to have a problem. So see, you're going to hold it down on the paper towel to get all the water out of it. Okay. Okay. I need 2 sets here. I have people ordering 2 sets. Do I have 2 sets? No. Why do I have 1 in each room that I work at? All right. So there we are. See, it's still wet. Okay. Now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to the blue. This is cobalt. And I'm going to go back and forth in a circle. Okay. So let's try this. See if this is a little better. Okay. Now I'm going to use another color of blue with this. Okay. So I do like to wrap it around the edge sometimes. Now, if you want to see how this is looking, you can go just like that back and forth across the stripes. Okay. And then I'm going to come over here and do sideways. Usually with leaves and all, I'm going to show you that I make circles left, circles right. But on these stripes, we got to go back and forth. Sometimes like my Eiffel Tower, you're going to go up and down. Okay, so I'm doing a light coat of cobalt. All right, so I'm going to hold this here, work it out. All right, go straight across here. All right, and then do your lines. See how we're going to make these lines go down in here. Now with this, if you go off a little bit, don't worry about it because I'll just come down there and put some leaves when I'm doing my flowers. All right. So now this one I want to show you. I can look and see how that's looking. And I can then decide I'm going to pick up Prussian blue. Okay. All right. So if I take the Prussian blue, I can come right in here and make some darker blue down here. You see how I'm getting that darker blue? And I do up the edges. Okay. All right, and I'm going to do across the bottom. Okay, so we're going to put some of that darker there. See, there's a few spots, and I'm sorry, but that is because I have a wet brush, which is not good. All right, so then I want to come in here, and we can flip it either way. There are birds on here, and I don't necessarily put the birds on here. But let me show you what happens here. I'm going to come right in here, and I'm going to make it a faded look. See how I'm just using the rest of the paint that was on there? Okay. And faded. Faded. Okay. Coming across here. And then I'm going to make some that is darker. So I'm going to pick up, oops, it's right down here. Right here. And work it off. Back and forth. Now I'm going to make this. You can see how it's looking. Okay, and I want it to be faded. I moved that, sorry. Okay, and don't feel bad if you want to tape it, because taping's a good thing. I'm going to take and do some darker. And I thought some of these colors would be pretty with Dewberry. Okay, so you're doing left and right, and that gets into every little crevice with the leaves. Okay, and this is the 20, so it covers it a lot faster. Okay, so I want it faded in here and a little bit darker in some areas. Okay. All right, so look and see if you're liking it. All right, but then I can then come back and like even show you that this is the 6x6. I can just come in here and add a little bit of these teeny ones. This is what I wanted to do on my shirt too, so I still might do that on my shirt. See, just a few little ones here and there. So this is going to be a fun background. Now I've done this kind of background and put sunflowers. I've done roosters. I've done roosters. See how fun that is? All right, see, I'm still using the same brush without getting more paint. Okay, a little bit in here. And a little bit up here. There we go. All right, you like that? Where can I get these stencils? All of these stencils, guys, are on my site. All right, where did I put my site? It's on onestroke.com. And what we're doing is I'm showing you, those are called cherry blossoms. All right, cherry blossoms right here. So you go to onestroke.com and you get $10 off this week with this code. So if you just snap a shot of this or come back later, you save $10 off $50. So when you check out, don't pay before you check out, guys, because I can't fix it afterwards. You put in this code 9624 as a coupon when you're checking out, okay? So are you going to do a solar eclipse picture? I should, shouldn't I? I really need to get my stencils out. I know. I want you to think about using these stencils and have fun. Now, see, I'm not happy with how this turned out here, so I have a couple little tricks. All right. Remember my painter sponges, you get 2 of these, a large one and a small one in the set. But I've been painting too much. They're everywhere. But let me show you something I can do. So see, it's not perfect here. All of this I'm not worried about if it's a little blurry here. So I want you to see, where is my plate? I want you to see I'm rubbing this in. Okay. So go to my website and hit stencils, and you will see a ton of stencils and my stencil brushes. Okay. So look, I'm going to make circles along the bottom. All right, this is a dry sponge, and then you're going to clean it. So see, I'm just going to go all around here just to fade it out. Okay, so just sharing some of that with you. Good morning, good morning. Okay, so look at this. All right. So I'd like to go ahead and finish the edges, but I'll do that later. Just want you to see that I just finished off those edges. All right, so there's your basic background. Now, what the fun of this is that you're going to take one stroke and you're going to take and make all kinds of wonderful strokes on here. So let me share again with you. Where are the 2? It's this cherry blossom and the small 6x6 cherry blossom is what I just used. Okay, oh, here. So you get the small and the large. You can border them each separately, okay? And you flip it through both sides, and this actually has little birds on it, all right? I didn't choose to put some of these birds. See, there's double ones there, okay? All All right, so I'm going to put that to the side, and then I'm going to do some painting. So it's all about making fun backgrounds and creating. So let me show you what happens with this double loader. I am going to pick up my brush. Let me see here. This is the value pack of brushes right here, and this is going to be my 12. All right, excuse me, my 3/4. All right. I saw Miss Donna design on tea towels. I did. I'm in Victoria, Australia. Hello, hello. All right. So that's the one place I wanted to go that I never got to travel to yet. And my son wanted to come with me. Mom, when are you going to Australia? All right. So what you do is you come between here and you pick up paint. You dampen your brush, you lay it on a paper towel, and then you come here. Now, all of the tutorial, those kind of things, you're going to find on my website, on my YouTube channel. Okay. So let me show you that I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to make a rose here. So look. Okay, I just love this color. Now I use sunflowers, look really good on the blue. Like I said, I did roosters and hens, the blue and white in the background. Okay, so see, I'm just going to go pick up paint, flatten it, and then I'm ready to go. All right, so I can come paint out of that loaded area. Okay, so we do wet on wet. So when I'm coming in here, I can work this in or I can just dip the white. All right, so right here, I'm going to come up. Then I'm going to come in here and do the center of the bud. I'm in Nova Scotia, Canada. Hello, hello. All right, so then I'm going to come right in here. Let's pick up some more. So I love being on YouTube Live because we show lots of people from all over the world how to paint one stroke. Okay, so look at that. You're doing blending, shade, and highlighting with each stroke by how you load the brush. Okay, so, all right, so see that pretty color? Now, the key is right now, guys, you're supposed to be looking for the white. So those white's going to come across. You're going to come back in here, pick up more paint, touch here, and come across and come underneath. All right, some more paint. And come make another stroke there. And another stroke right here. And you can even come right in here and do another one. All right. I'm going to show you another fun little rose. All right. So listen, I can also, let's come in here with the blues. I can pick up white and pick up cobalt and then work this in if they're not quite next to each other. But this right here controls you. So you stay right in there. Okay. I'm going to pick up a little bit of Prussian. Prussian is a gorgeous color because Juneberry and Prussian both look good together. And you'll love the way it will get really pale blue all the way to really dark blue. Okay, so I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do a couple of rosebuds out of the blue. All right. I'm going to come right here, there, and do 1, 2, 3, and then I'll put some leaves around this. All right, so I'm touching the color, laying it flat. All right, let's pick up white. All right, so I'm going up and over from this line to this line. I'm going to make a U. All right, see how that dark blue really stands out? Now I'm going to make another stroke like a U. All right, let's dip it. And then we're going to come right here here. And one thing I like to do is go chop, 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 chop. So we're going to do some little strokes that are a little bit different. Dip, flatten. Chop, chop, chop. Pick up some more white. And we come right in here. Okay, so I've got 2 rosebuds right there. You liking it? On YouTube, I grew watching you on PBS. Oh, thank you, Tam. Thank you. Damn. I think I remember seeing your name before. Okay, so look, I've got 2 up there. I'm going to come right down here. And we're going to come right here. Let's go again. Chop. Got to get pure white, guys. White. Top, 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 top. Okay, so I've just got a couple of buds there. Are you liking it? And Woofville. Okay. I know you were talking to each other. That's fine. I was just making sure that you weren't asking me something. Okay, so we're going to come right in here and I'm going to put a couple. See, I'm splitting the brush and I'm doing 2/3 Juneberry, 1/3 white, back and forth. Okay. All right, so I'm going to come right here and I have these hanging down. 2, 3. All right. So there we go. Picking up the white. All right. And I'm just going to ranunculus. These are a little bit more like a ranunculus as we're doing those roses. And this is just this little cabbage rose. We can do a tea rose kind of. Okay. And I don't worry about too much because we put little leaves underneath. Okay. All right. So I think it's going to be a soft, pretty look. Thank you, Miss Robin. Okay, so let's look at some green. So I'm going to pick up with the 16 flat. The 16 flat you buy separately, but it's one of the next ones that everybody likes to get. Unless you buy the signature set, it's got all of them in there. But the signature set's really good because you can get $10 off almost because it's getting close. It's $39. So you throw a little something else in there and you got it, the $10 off. All right, so I want you to see that I'm going to come right in here. And this is teal and citrus. And I might get a little bit of sap to get you some dark. See that? And I love to just come in there and put some of those colors together. I always follow his videos from Italy. Okay, so there you go. All right. I'm going to pick up a couple colors, work it in. Now look at what happens here. I'm going to put the citrus on the outside. And I'm going to do a rose leaf here. So watch this. I'm going to come right here, pick up a little medium. See, I dip straight into it. And that is the fluff that's inside paint with no pigment in it. Okay, with no colors. All right. So what's wonderful about it is it makes it feel like butter when you're stroking. So if you are stroking and it feels dry and you're struggling, all you have to do is pick up a little bit more paint. Do you like this, Miss Lee? I'm loving some of the stuff I just saw you do with crackling and everything. It's awesome. So 1, 2, 3. Can y'all see that? I like it to come down here, this one there, and this one there. So if you notice, I am using this chisel edge right here, this edge. I'm using it to make my stems and my vines. All right, so I can come right in here and I then lay the brush flat. Look, I'm getting teal and citrus. I can even put white on the citrus edge. And I can even get a little bit of sap green. Okay, and then I'm going to go right here. You can use a smaller brush, but I'm using the 16. 1, 2, see how it picks up the pink? 1, 2. Oh, that's pretty with the pink. Do you see that? I bought the set of 10 brushes and 12 multi-surface paints with the bird practice sheet, even and honor. Oh, that's nice, Gina. That's awesome. Yeah, I have these wonderful kits, guys. So be looking on my site for the kits. They're Let's Paint kits and different kinds of paint kits like Flower of the Month. And what happens with the kits is it gives you usually at least 10 paints. It gives you brushes. You get a set of brushes and plastic reusable teaching guides. So you practice right on my strokes at home with you. And so it's a great way. All you need is surfaces to practice on or wax paper or something, and you have a great way to jumpstart one-stroke painting. I have all this A to Z kit that's kind of fun with this. With now, look how different this background makes it. Isn't that great? Having a little bit of a background here, so I know I'm going to cover some of it. I don't even worry about what I'm covering. What I'm worried about mostly is giving you a really nice look laid out here. And what happens in the very quickly, I know even if this took you a whole day to do, wouldn't you be thrilled? So I'm telling you that I'm going to bring this here. I love seeing people achieve something they never thought they could do. And every week I come on for free and give you lessons on my YouTube channel. If you subscribe, you know exactly. It's free to subscribe. You get new practice strokes every week and more. Okay. My practice strokes are the most watched because you can watch them over and over to get that stroke down pat. All right. So I just want to show you really quick this kit that is going to help you. Isn't that pretty with the blues? Okay. So in this kit, you get a box that you can paint on, but it also stores your brushes. Okay, so these are specialty brushes that are nice, high quality. And in here, there are 50 lessons. So, and the beauty of these lessons, just let me share it with you. They have laminated sheets. They have a coating on them. And on every sheet, you're going to turn it over. And that's my actual size strokes there with you. So the beauty of this kit, not only do you get the box, the storage box, 50 of these, and you can get $10 off right now. Remember, you get 5 high quality brushes, and you're going to get all 10 paints in floating medium to do all 50 flowers. And I tell people do 2 flowers a week, and before you know it, you know how to do one stroke. I bought this at Walmart, and it's just a holder, and I put all of my guides right in these little protection sleeves, so I could just fan it out to get any flower that you want to do. And I have a couple of roses in here, chrysanthemums, calla lilies, marigolds, lavender, lilacs, hollyhocks, all right, all the way through there, poppies. So there's all kinds of fun flowers in there for you. And this is in like the $60 range, but then I don't know exactly, but then you can get the $10 off right now. So that is 50 flowers, A to Z flowers of one stroke painting. Sorry. You also have another bigger kit, which is flowers of the month, guys. This one, sorry, I'm dumping everything. Okay. I want to show you a couple of other stencils that we'll keep painting. And that kind of fun. Now look at it. To me, it looks kind of like dishes, you know, and like you might see some of this pattern on some dishes. This is cherry blossom stencil, the small cherry blossom also. All right, so this is right on my site. You get that. You can also find these strips that go great for Christmas. And I do a lot of buffalo plaid with this. All right, so see the buffalo plaid? All right, this, all I need to do is do it more purple for you, huh, Teresa? Okay, so let me show you. Don't forget my painter sponges, okay? That's how we do our backgrounds really quick. And the stencil brushes is what makes everything wonderful. They're synthetic nylon, and it's a killer product. Okay, so now I can put my lid on this so I can come back and paint, and it won't be dried out. Okay, so I'm going to just pop my lid for a few minutes. Okay, and I'm going to show you a few more. Okay, these are a few more of the stencils that I use the most. Now I showed you this. All right, so there's my bird. Okay, and this is an Oxford shirt. So this is 60% cotton. All right, so I'd rather have, it's a little bit harder on here, but I even put glitter in here, and I painted an all over print. Okay, but so here's my stencil for this. So this is a Donna Dewberry stencil, and what I did with this is I made these small ones, so you can just, that's what I put on my pocket. And then I made a bigger version, so you can just have, especially, I did use a small version on here, but what you're going to like is the cheek color goes there, the wings and the tail and the tummy is all split up for you. So very quickly, that almost looks like a parrot because of that beak. So you can make the tail longer and make it a parrot. So it's a vintage, one of these old vintage designs that's been around for years, and I made it into my stencil. Okay. So it's birds on a branch. All right. And I just showed you how I did that. All right. So then I'm going to show you a couple more things. Here is a bee stencil that I did. I just showed you putting it on here. All right. So the bee right here is Be Kind is what it is. So when you go looking, this takes 2 steps. All right. So I put it on here, and I'm going to show you really quick. We just did this yesterday, but I want to do it again because I didn't do it here. All right. So we just need a little bit of licorice in here. So these are all multi-surface paints. That's what I use. You can use them indoor, outdoor. They have a sealer already in that. So when you put it on glass or metal or ceramic, it's awesome. Okay. So let me show you what happens here. All right. I just need yellow. You can tell I didn't decide exactly what I was going to do because I was just coming on to play with you guys for a little bit. And then I want you to know, if you just came on, because we've got new people on all the time, let me share with you again. This is the $10 coupon that's good till next Saturday. $10 off, $50 order or more. All right, 50 or more, $10 off. So like the set of brushes and throw in some painter sponges or some paint, and you get $10 off. So at checkout, you do the code 9624 onestroke.com. Okay, it's my website. So let me show you really quick. This Be Kind has been I did it for a big convention called Pinners. And when I was doing this, I did these demonstrations where they could do these little cutting boards with me. And they stood in huge lines to be able to do it. So it was kind of fun. And I just got paint all over here. So you guys can just ignore that part. All right, I just don't want it to smear. All right, so here's our bumblebee. All right, so this one, because it's on my brush, that's why. Sorry. All right, so I'm going to take yellow and put in here, but I know we've already got yellow. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little June berry in here just to get the shape, okay? So then I'm wetting that. Then I'm going to pick up some white because this wings on this, I'm not taking off the paint because I want it to be heavier paint in there. You know how I took it off before I stenciled? Right here, we're just putting lots of paint. So this is the first step, okay? So can y'all see it? I'm going to go closer. All right, I fell in love with Juneberry now. Have 2 bottles and 16 flat for fabric. Yeah. All right, so now I can come in here and just smooth this out with the white, or I could leave the veins, but because the yellow's kind of see-through. All right, so what I have to do is I'm going to just take a paintbrush, guys, and this is the only step that you have to do before you put the stencil back on, is right where those blanks are is what's going to show. And so I didn't realize that when I made this, and then I got to come in because I want that all to be the color of the bee under here. Okay, so are you with me? We're going to just come in here, and I'm going to, I've done this real quick before, but I'm trying to be a little bit patient. All right, so I like to give some shading along here. You can use pink or orange or whatever, yellow ochre. Okay, so I want to put this on without a smearing. So I'm going to take my heat pen. This heat pen you will love. I use it for glass and all my quick and easy stuff. I want to get the center done really quick. So I will heat this up. Okay, just that fast. You just got to keep it moving though, because it will blister glass or something. I've only had it happen once, but you got to be careful. You got to keep it moving. And then I was sharing with you that you just take your stencil black, and then you come back with white, and you can get a gray, or you can outline it. So be humble, be kind. And instead of bee, you take the bumblebee and put it up there. There's a couple different bees here, different styles of bees. All right, so now you're just going to line this back up. This is so fun and quick. You're not going to believe this. All right, so I'm going to line up my wing now. There's the wings. All right, so we've got the body and the wings in place. All right, now I'm going to pick up the licorice, and I do want to wipe that out some. All right, and so I'm going to come right in here. I'm going to tap this to make sure I get it all in the body. Okay, now those legs being really delicate. I worked hard to get those delicate. So just look what's going to happen. All right, at first I tried to put my fingers there so it wouldn't mess up, because I had the other kind of stencil brushes. And these stencil brushes don't do that. They immediately just get that little bit of leg. All right, now I'm going to come right here and just wipe it up on the wing. On the wing. There we go. Now, how cool is that? It is so fun. I want you to see up close and personal. Look at the details of those legs. Doesn't that look really good? So you can shade and make more detail. I put glitter on these wings. You know, this was beat up because I had it at the show for a long time. All right, so different stencils I use to make different templates and everything that I'm wanting to not have to sit and draw, okay? So I have a couple I got to share with you. One right here is jars and bottles. So there's a mason jar. There's, see, all the different types. Now what you're doing is you're just going around the edges, but you can make that mason jar get big, or you can make it small. All right, so you stencil this side, slide it over, and stencil it on the other side. Stencil the top, slide it down, stencil the bottom, and make a big jar. And this, I want to show you, I used it to make a snow globe and ornaments because it was a perfect size. And these I made into candlesticks and different things. All right, this is another perfect one to move it over to make it look the same. But I have like 5 packets of shelves with bottles, and I have them for all seasons, and they're full of flowers, all lavenders, all kind of pretty. Those are worksheet packs. And just like I was sharing these worksheet packs with you earlier, it's like a packet like this that shares all kinds of bottles with flowers in it. So all my experience is that everybody could get one side nice, but the other side never looked good. So I'd say cover that with greenery, and then it won't look lopsided. And then I decided we need a stencil for that. So then the second stencil that I made just for templates is books. So how many of you can see the spine or the paper edge or get the dimensions? It's not easy. So this, now what we've come up with since last year, people are taking it and they're lifting it. So you do the bottom, lift it up and make it like 2 inches and make it a box. And so you can make it a chest or a box, or you could, I've stacked from this big one and stacked all these all the way up to the little ones and make a whole stack and put flowers or whatever. I've taken 2 and put a vase on it or a teacup. So this makes it really wonderful. $10 off. Yes, this right here is the code to get the $10 off. 9624 on onestroke.com. Okay. And so I've got a couple more things to show you. All right. So this is one of my new favorites, and I've sold out like 5 times now. So I just having a shipment delivered this week, and this is my butterflies. Okay. So I have 2 butterflies. This is butterflies and dragonflies, and it's called Butterfly 2 because it adds the dragonflies, and so it comes in a packet. And then this is, I did paint these somewhere. Oh, here you go. So then this is the monarch. All right. So I want you to see when I did this. Okay. I want you to see this is the same as this one. So I wanted you to have different sizes. All right. Here's a side view, smaller, larger, and a side view. And then I did all these different side views of different sizes. And this one's, you stencil that and it's away from you. And then when you stencil this, it's coming up. And so when you shadow behind it, it looks like it's flying. Then those are my style dragonflies. So now this is what I wanted to share with you is the monarch. The monarch's such a beautiful butterfly, but all butterflies have to have exact, all right? So all their details are exact from side to side. Now what I did on this one is I did a small little teeny monarch depending on the size of your painting. And then I did a medium one, a little bit larger, and the big one. And I've done entire paintings where this is at the angle with flowers and reeds behind it, and it really is the focus. So let me show you. When you're stenciling this on, you're going to stencil this here, and I did it just like gray. Can you see that gray color there? I stenciled gray, just a light gray, and then I flipped that one over, and it was gray, and then I just had the shape. You can also take and trace it with a pencil just to do the outside if you want to. The most beautiful and sturdy. Oh yeah, they're really heavy. They're really nice. They're not like some of the ones on Temu and stuff that are so cheap. Those fall apart even in shipping. But so then you put your color into this different colors that you want. And then you come back with either the Identipen or a liner and you make it finished. Okay. So just want you to see those are the 2 different ones. And my daughter and my husband had a bet that nobody would order both. But because they're side views on some and monarchs on others, people are buying multitudes. I just have 2 more I want to show you while we still have some people on. This is, I want you to see that I just was showing that we can add all kinds of flowers in here. This was a short that I did, but people are always asking me, how do you know which direction leaves go and which way the leaves should go? So I did all these multiple types of leaves, and on just on black, you can go right on here and do metallic gold and just have that in the background. I've done all kinds of pillows that are 20 by 20 pillows, and then you stretch it out by moving it around the outer edge and make it big. This is if you just laid it down and stenciled it straight on. You get that exact shape. You have little berries here. You have eucalyptus, like there's a eucalyptus. There's different leaves, but the beauty of this is that you really quickly can put just a light white and then come back and paint the leaves all exactly where they need to be. Or you can leave this. I took this, and you can see that during the fall, first of all, I've done this. I did an extra butterfly in here, a dragonfly, and a bee. And I just stuck them in because there's space. Okay. So I've taken this and just put little spring flowers. I've also stretched it and put 3 sets of ornaments in here and made it Christmas. And then we made this like fall greenery and painted a big pumpkin in the middle. All right. So these are really going to help you if you just have a painting like I've got this one. And I want to come back in here now that I'm drying up. And I want to have some of these leaves come out from here. So it makes it really simple for you to keep creating and use, let's get our green here. And I'm going to come right here and let's get a little bit of aqua and I'm going to rub it off. Just remember, you got to rub it off. Okay. And then I can come right in here. Where do I want to be? I'm going to come right there and make my greenery in here. Okay, left and right. And you can see where, so you don't get it on the rose. You can see where we could put some. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to go put some of this on my pretty little chick. Little bit of those colors there on my shirt I just did. All right, so let's come right up here. And I want you to see that you can then come back and paint right on this if you want to hand paint it also. All right, so I missed the rose. All right, so see how I've got that all in there? And just that quick, then you know where it goes because you can see where it goes. The code is 96240, yes. All right, so just imagine this shirt right here. Let me take this off for a minute. Just imagine this with some of those little leaves on the back of this shirt coming out and making more little trailing leaves out from there. Okay, so here this is. I don't know if y'all saw that good. All right, so I splatter the paint so it looks like it's watercolor. All right, I put a little bit on the collars. I just ordered this for $18 on Amazon. And it's got its blend, all right? And then all the step-by-steps in that packet. Anybody who wants the packet, it's going to be ready to ship in a week and a half. And if you want to get on auto ship where you will get whatever's the newest trend, you get a new packet once a month from me. And they're never more than $30 for it to be shipped to you. Then you have to email me at donnadewberry1@hotmail.com. It looks like I can't write, but I can. So email me and say, I want to be on auto ship, and we'll email you a form. Or you can say, I want to purchase that. Okay. And this is the last one I'm going to show you. I'm just showing you some ones that I've created so that you have background detail and then a big flower. And this is my all over stencil. So what I did was there's wisteria. See, there's some wisteria. There's hydrangea, where you can make that all over. And then I did small fern and big fern. So I moved it around so you can have that look. Or you can have, I was just trying to see if I had my email. Or you can do the cherry blossoms. These are, so I'm going to show you right before we leave. The other good sellers. This is my Paris. I put it straight on a dark colored t-shirt or a sweatshirt, and I did it metallic and paint big roses and hydrangeas. All right, then you have, I lost my black. All right, let's see. I had one more I wanted to show you right here. All right, thanks for being on today. I just want you to see that these are best sellers. That truck, I do pumpkins in it. I do spring flowers in it. Easter bunnies all in there. This truck's a killer truck. You can have it going either way. That's on my side. All right, this is one of the best I've taught in classes because it's the clothesline, and all you do is stencil that white, and then you go make them the colors you want. We put flowers in the laundry basket, or there it is right here. All right, that one. And then the second best seller is we take that and we add the picket fence at the bottom. So we have this with the picket fence. I did 30-something people a couple of times in really high-end homes, and their little group get together, and every one of them, even though they had real contemporary homes or whatever, had a story to put this in their laundry room and said, I got to do that. Some people did it black and white, but the picket fence then, so that's lawn, this snowy cabin, I've done that with snow. And on my Melinda, one of my teachers did that a red barn, did a red fence in front of it. Okay, right there, red fence in front of it. And then it's easy. You stencil on your pattern and then you're ready to go. We also did this with just green and we did it spring. And so you just use the cabin, the trees, the grass, and the fence for with flowers. And the last one that I sell super good is music notes. Okay. So I put music on shirts, just pieces of the music or the whole thing. And then we paint right on top of that with birds and other things. So, wow. So I had a lot to share with you today. I hope you had a good time. Think about the things that I shared with you. Watch it again and see if there's anything that you have questions with. Please message me on Messenger or my email, donnadewberry1@hotmail.com, and I will be glad to answer anything that you might not have understood. And I also have surfaces like wood surfaces, plastic surfaces that you can paint on, many things to look at on the site. So, oh, and the convention in Orlando's there. I'm going to North Carolina in 2 weeks. I am all over the country doing events, and that's where you find me is on Winster.com. All right. Thank you so much. Thanks for the friends and the newbies that just came on. Love seeing you here. Thank you so much and have a great Saturday. Bye bye.